So this is my how to burn. It's really simple. It involves some toilet paper and some lash adhesive. And I know my hair is kind of wacky right now, but I don't want fake blood and all that in my hair. So to get started, I just want to say this is gonna be kind of messy, so wear something that you don't necessarily like or you don't mind getting some fake blood on. So to start, I like to apply liquid latex. You don't have to do this. You could go straight in with the lash glue, and I kind of just put it on the cheek that I want. You could totally do it like across your whole face or part of your face, but I just for the point of this video, I'm just gonna do it on part of my face, just right like in here. So I'm just mixing that up. I'll have on my blog everything. So I'm just kind of applying that in like a random area, and then I'm taking some toilet paper and literally like sticking it to my face. But make sure it's ripped in half, like so it's, if it's 2-ply or 3-ply or whatever, it's gonna be like 1-ply. So it's like really cheap, like Walmart bathroom toilet paper. And just like taking random chunks and like just applying it. I'm just gonna take some lash glue. I'm like running out because I use this like all the time now. I'm literally just like gluing random parts and random things to my face. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see what's happening over here. So this is the beginning of grossness. And just taking some more toilet paper. And when I go over, I always go over with my liquid latex, and it really helps to smooth out the edges. And you really want some texture because your skin isn't going to be fantastically amazing. You want some layers, so some chunkier pieces that stick up. And then if you think it's going to fall off, go ahead and either take your lash glue or your liquid latex or adhesive of some kind that is safe to be on your face. I'm going to apply a little bit more down here. So again, just pushing that in, pushing it down in like any random kind of way. I just have toilet paper sitting on my lap and I'm just kind of like ripping it apart and just like sticking it to my face. So I think for the point of this video, that's good. What I do next, you can take your lash glue, like I said, but for the sake of what I do, I'm just taking my liquid latex because I find it's a lot stronger. But make sure this does not get in your hair. I can't stress that enough. Do not let this stuff get in your hair, otherwise it's not coming out. And that just fell on my face. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of that right there. And then what I love to do with this stuff is I make sure I get a good coat of this stuff all over the entire area, because I think having it as a great base for everything else that's going to be going on. So I'm going to come back once I have that entire area covered in the liquid latex or lash glue, whatever you have. Hey guys, so after you do your After you let it dry, I just took my Stila One Step Makeup just on a sponge, just lightly dabbing it over top just to neutralize the white, because if the blood doesn't cover it, you don't want to have some random white thing hanging out, just like a random white spot. So at least if it's skin tone, it will look a little bit more realistic. So I just went ahead and started adding some random bruising. So now I'm just going over with my red from my flash palette and just kind of just going everywhere with that. It doesn't have to be perfect because we will be adding the plum and the black. So personally for me, when I do the burns, I focus the red mainly on the outer part, but I still also go all the way in, but mainly the color on the outer part of the burn. So we just want most of that color to be there. And just tacking that color and just applying that everywhere. I definitely have the least of the red because I use it the most. So wherever that red is, you don't want to have like that flesh tone underneath, but if you do, it's okay. So what you're going to want to do is just go back and forth in between the black and the red. So I'm now just taking wherever there's a lot of like crevices and everything, I'm going to take that black to give it some depth. And that black is going to look exactly like that after. So mainly in this, you normally use more red than you do black. Black is more just for depth and more effect to it, but just go ahead and just go and mix those colors together. So you can already see it's starting to form a little bit better. So I'll zoom in just so you can see what's happening closer up. When I turn my head, I'm just dipping my brush into more product. So then I'm going to go in with that plum color on that same brush with the black, just to add kind of a mixed tone between the black and the red. And now I'm actually taking a sponge and just taking that color, just kind of packing that on the sponge and kind of just going over everything lightly. It just blends better, kind of, just so it has a nice mix. So just like that. Then I'm really just going to be taking my fake blood now, and I'm just going to be applying that, just leaving that whole gob on there and just kind of like rolling it off and making sure my hair stays as far away from this as possible. So I'm gonna come back when the rest of the burn is covered in blood. So after you have your blood on, it should look something like this. The blood totally changes the way it looks from just the colors, and I kind of tried to put some fake blood on my nose and it looked retarded, so I took it off. So now I am left with a red stain around my nose. It looks lovely, doesn't it? But yeah, so this is the finished result of the blood and the burn and everything. So there's the bullet wound and the burn together. So I hope you guys found these videos helpful. So if you have any requests for anything, please let me know and I'll try my best to do something for you. So other than that, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.